Hi, David from Radon Safe Homes. Part two of where to place radon tests or how to place them. So in the first video, I discussed um, setting them in the basement, being away from a sump pit, away from a furnace, away from open holes through the slab, things like that, and kind of how far off the floor, away from windows, doors, and all that. So in this video, again, might be very short because let's say you don't use the basement. If the home is a crawl space with just dirt underneath the first floor, and or the home is built on a slab. There is no basement, there is no crawl space. We have a lot of homes like that in the country. So where would we place those tests? Then, in my opinion, and I think a lot of people agree with me, and when we go through education classes regarding testing, um, a really good place to test, put the tester would be on, say, a dresser or a nightstand in a bedroom. And because you're sleeping there, you're getting 7, 8, 9 hours of sleep there on a regular basis, hopefully. It's hard for me to get more than 6 hours of sleep. That's just the way I am. And, but you're sleeping there, you're spending a lot of time in that room. So that would be a great place to test if you're not going to test a basement again, or if you have a dirt crawl space or you're built on a slab. Another location would be in a living room or dining room, that kind of thing. Places you don't want to test, just like there's certain places in the basement you don't want to test. On the first floor, more livable space when more activities happening. You do not want to test in the kitchen. You actually can't test in the kitchen. That's something you can't do when you go through education again. When we, as professionals, where should we test? Where can we test? The kitchen is off limits. A bathroom is off limits. A laundry room is off limits. Let's say your laundry is in the basement. Again, you can't test near where the washer and dryer are, just because of air movement. So kitchen is off limits. Bathroom is off limits. Laundry room is off limits. That cannot test in a closet. Things like that. So you want to have it in an open area, bedroom. Second best place would be a living room. Third place probably a dining room. And again, 3 feet from exterior windows, 3 feet from exterior doors, at least a foot from an exterior wall. Interior walls, you can be closer, at least 20 inches off the floor minimum. I recommend at least 24 inches. Again, a table, buffet, cabinet type thing would be a good spot to test in those areas. At least a foot from a ceiling, and you don't want to be really high or any more than 6 feet off the floor, unless you're, well, even if you're really tall. Again, that really, you're going to be sitting below those areas. So that is it for testing on first floor. If you really want to see if you have a two-story home, multi-story home, and you really want to see, multi levels, that's great. I had a home here in Neenah where we tested the basement, and the basement was really high. It was like 100, and actually if levels are over 100, we're supposed to tell people to maybe get out until we can fix it. But it was a real estate deal, so it was vacant, and then we tested just for fun. I asked if we could do some free testing in the house to kind of see how it moved up through the home. And the first floor was in the 70s. I think the second floor was in the 30s. So very high levels. Air is moving up through the house with the HVAC system running, that kind of thing. So it just gave us some good data as far as kind of how radon was moving, and was it possible to be up on our second floor, which it most definitely was when the house was closed up. Whether it's heating season, cooling season, or someone with allergies, that kind of thing. So just trying to think of more things. That's basically it. Those are places you want to test on a first floor or second floor. Again, bedrooms, first choice; living room, second choice; dining room, third choice. And again, keeping away from the windows and doors and exterior walls and things. So again, any comments, send them over. Questions, send them over. Be happy to help. And again, hope you have a great day.